And what is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I'm coming at you on this Wednesday. And first and foremost, as always, want to send out positive vibrations and blessings to anybody who could be listening. Now, with all that being said, we do know that the Lakers are coming off of a victory, snapping that two-game losing streak when they beat the Houston Rockets at home 2 nights ago. And tonight they will be taking on the Sacramento Kings, and we'll do a small preview of that before I do a recap of last game. And my apology for not coming back the past couple of days, but as usual, they working your boy. So, with all that being said, LeBron James' last game was absolutely fantastic. The Lakers ended up prevailing. I think the final score of the game was 140 to 132. LeBron James had a fabulous game. He was 48, 8, and 9. So 48 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. And the most important stat of them all, he was a plus 19 on the floor, another game high, just like in the past 2 games when they gave away one against Philadelphia and also Dallas. And I won't mention the refs. We won't even go there this time. But if you got to realize that the Lakers win those 2 games plus the Houston game, then instead of being, 20 and 24 right now, they'd be 22 and 22. And with that being said, would be in the 6th seed. So the Lakers don't have far to go. So I keep telling everybody to calm down. They doing all this. Wait till Anthony Davis comes back. Wait till Austin Reeves come back. They are still being competitive right now without their major players. And I say Anthony Davis because LeBron James has made himself available as usual. But when Anthony Davis was playing great, LeBron James wasn't available. So we're not going to talk about all that right now. But just to recap, like I said, of the game, LeBron James, whenever he was on the floor, they was winning. Whenever he would go sit down, they would start losing. So LeBron James, like the past 2 games or something, been like a plus 40 on the floor, and without LeBron James, been like a minus 20 on the floor. So that just still shows you what he is doing at this age is absolutely fantastic, and really nothing short of miraculous, because to be 38 years old and averaging that many points since turning 38, I mean, that's ridiculous. I think he scored 40 at least 3 times since he's turned 38 years old. So I'm looking forward to see what he's going to do against Sacramento tonight. In the last game against Sacramento, the final score was 136 to 134, and a very close game in which LeBron James scored 38, 8, and 7. So he was 2 points from 40 in that game, and that was, maybe a few weeks ago. And, of course, De'Aaron Fox had a lot to say after the game, saying that the game was decided by the refs. They let Dennis Schroeder go to the line saying he was fouled or whatnot. But these was all the same calls that De'Aaron Fox was getting all game. I'm very interested to see. I didn't check to see who the officiating crew is for tonight, but I'll be very interested to see, how the Lakers come out and play. I predict the Lakers victory for tonight. I think it'll be a close game. The Lakers have gotten rid of their third quarter woes. I think that they might come out a little sluggish in the third quarter, but they've been the league's best second quarter team. So, I don't know. Thomas Bryant is a good player, but if you notice in last game, and I did want to touch on that, is, Thomas Bryant, even though he's been playing good ball, you got to look at it. This is an analytic-driven league, and you got to see when he's on the floor, why are they struggling? It's because he doesn't have great pick-and-roll defense, and when you have, people, you can't play drop coverage. Even if you blitz, these centers are rolling hard to the paint, and he doesn't have the quickness to be a good rim protector oftentimes. So, Wayne and Gabriel, the insertion of Wayne and Gabriel, I was like, hopefully Darvin Ham would notice that, as he did in the overtime of the Dallas game and the fourth quarter of the Dallas game. I think he saw that. I don't think he's going to just automatically put him in the starting lineup because he doesn't want to take away from Thomas Bryant's confidence maybe. But at the end of the day, Wayne and Gabriel is just playing better. Now, if you're playing against a bulkier center that's bulkier in body and somebody that's not as quick and they don't do a lot of pick and roll action, but what teams don't? This is a pick and roll driven league almost night in and night out. So, with all that being said, I would still, if the Lakers start to fall behind, I would like to see Wayne and Gabriel out there because he brings the energy. He's going to get rebounds. He's going to fight for offensive boards, putbacks. He's actually been playing pretty good in the pick and roll. Russell Westbrook has been finding him around the basket, as well as LeBron James. And he actually hit a couple threes. So, he's adding that to his portfolio and, diversifying his portfolio as far as going to the toolbox to get better. So, I wouldn't mind seeing that. And when Anthony Davis comes back, it's going to be even better because I'm telling you what, the Lakers are missing a good rim protector. If they keep playing like they're playing now and then you add a rim protector, AD don't even have to bring a lot of offense. He can bring you 22, 23 a game, and that'll be decent enough to continue to pile up victories because what he's going to bring on the defensive end is what's going to be amazing. And when you play good defense, it leads to what? Even more fast break points. And there's nobody better in transition still to this day than LeBron James. So he keeps doing that. And, you know, Pat Bev came back from injury last game. He was 3 out of 6 from threes. He only played 21 minutes, but he was a +1. Dennis Schroeder only had 9 points and two assists, but he was a +10. You know, Gabriel was a +15. Now, if you look at the flip side of it, Bryant was a -10. So Bryant was a -10. A lot of minutes he playing with LeBron, and LeBron was a +19. So think if LeBron would have spent more time on the floor with Gabriel than Bryant, he might have been even more, and the Lakers wouldn't even have to be so close. But it was sad that LeBron James did have to score 48 points just to keep this, even though they was up by 16. But when LeBron would go to the bench, there would be the struggles. And, of course, Thomas Bryant not being able to protect the rim, giving up a few easy threes. And before you know it, the Houston Rockets were back in the game. So we don't want to see that tonight. We want to see the Lakers come out and play gritty defense. They've been off for 2 whole days, which is a lot in the NBA. Not a day on, day off, or not a back-to-back. So they got a couple days off. They should be well rested. Hopefully LeBron has his shot going the way he did the other night, because the other night when they played Dallas, you know, he didn't have a shot going. He scored like 25 or 26 points and shot a poor percentage, and everybody was coming for him like, oh, man, you know, this and that. But that's what they do to GOATs, because when you hold somebody that high of a standard, I don't give a damn if you're just a regular player and you get 25, 7, and 7, then guess what? That's a good night, but not for LeBron James, because for GOAT James, they set the bar this high because that's what he's been giving them for so long. But I want to also mention Russell Westbrook. He made up for, of course, we know what happened at the end of the Philadelphia game, but he did make up for that with his performance. 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, a +17 on the floor. So you got to think LeBron and Westbrook, +19, +17. They actually been playing well on the floor together. I think they figured it out. LeBron been playing off the ball with Russ. Russ been playing off the ball with LeBron. I don't see the problem. So, you know, maybe this is something they can get going next year. I would like to see Russ continue to stay on the team, to be honest, even if it wasn't a 6-man role. I would hope that Darvin would eventually move him into a starter role, and maybe they would ship off Pat Bev. But, you know, maybe he could take less money. You know, instead of a max contract, you give him a mid-level exception, or maybe 15, 20 million a year. Then you got room to sign a couple of more 3-and-D players. Then you don't really have to make that trade, and you get exactly what you need. You can go out and get you somebody that can, you know, be a good 3-and-D player, you know, which will be some players available on the market. So, you know, that's something we'll look to next year. But I'm telling you, this season, everybody keeps wanting to say that this season is a wash. This season is not a wash by far, because Anthony Davis has barely played yet again. So if he comes back and can stay healthy, that's the thing, stay healthy, go into the playoffs and remain healthy, then the Lakers have a shot to do something unthinkable. We saw what the Celtics, how they turned around their season. Last year, they was below 500 right around early January, and we know what kind of run they went on. So if Anthony Davis can come back healthy, the Lakers can do the same thing. They need to get this victory tonight. You got teams like Phoenix, who's sunken back a great deal since Devin Booker's been out. The Clippers are steadily falling down in the rankings. Minnesota, but you got teams like OKC that's on the upstart that maybe need to get put in their place, but we'll see how that go. I think OKC, who do they play tonight? I cannot remember. OKC is playing, is it New Orleans? They playing somebody tonight, so maybe they can take a L. I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, the Lakers will need, I won't necessarily say they need a little bit of help. They just need to beat who's in front of them in the Western Conference. They beat who's in front of them, they'll take care of everything else. Like I said, they still only 2.5 games out of being in the 6th spot, which they wouldn't even have to be in the play-in. So they're not far from being there. Like I said, the last 2 games, if they would have won the Dallas and Philly game, they'd be 22-22 right now instead of 20-24, because you take 2 games from the loss, add it to the plus, and subtract the 2 from the loss, and you see what I'm getting at. So, you know, I think the Lakers will have success. One thing that was interesting from that game is, I think, was it Darius Miles? I can't remember who was it that said that LeBron played with his pops or whatever. So what I'm going to do, I got a video that I want to put together, because I did a little bit of research, and I know LeBron had mentioned some of the father-son duos that he's faced, but I actually found a few more. So I'm going to put together a video and show you all that, and put it in some graphics too as well. So be looking out for that. I'll put that out maybe on an off day, when the Lakers don't have a game, because tomorrow we're going to do a recap. And I don't care what, you know, I'm going to sacrifice tomorrow, whatever I got to do, no matter how busy I am, because I want to do a recap of the Sacramento Kings-Lakers game that's going to be taking place tonight. So I just want to come to you all quickly since I've been gone the past 2 days and let you all know that I am back and the Lakers will get a victory tonight. And if you're smart, take the Lakers plus 3.5. They're at home. LeBron James and Russell Westbrook are playing far too well. The only threat that I'm worried about is De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, and of course Sabonis. But other than that, I think the Lakers have actually a better team all the way around, even though Sacramento was in the 5th or 6th spot. But the Lakers prevailed last time, and I think they can prevail again this time. And imagine if they had Anthony Davis, they would really be going to town on teams like Sacramento, Portland, Dallas. Come on now. We're going to see what the real is once AD get back. So he ramping it up. I would expect sometime next week we'll see an appearance of AD. I don't think they're going to hold him out to the All-Star break. That's way too far. They want to get him back and get him going, and then he can get a break at the All-Star break and then come back, be feeling good, be feeling refreshed, and the Lakers can go on a tear and do their thing. So as always, man, it's your boy B New. I'm saying right on to the real, and much love to the haters. I'm out.